Hey, what's up? It's Roy here. So today let's talk about the Poetic Neon Series case here that I have for my iPhone 14 Pro. Now this case is going to come in around 16 bucks on Amazon. So if you're looking for one of these cases, follow my Amazon affiliate link down below. I appreciate the click. So when it comes down to this case, this is one of my favorite cases from Poetic because it's one of their slimmer cases. The uniqueness of the look with the black series, with the black and the orange, is really cool. Definitely sets it off. It does come in a lot of new colors this year as well. Really digging that military green one. But with this black one, just looks super sick. Now it is a two-part case technically. So as you can see, I can take it apart where I have more of the rubbery TPU material and then the harder polycarbonate shell outside, but that's just kind of the look taken apart. Now you do not need to take it apart to put the phone on, but looking at the inside, I just wanted to show you, kind of has this really cool rugged pattern inside, and it does show you that it is drop tested for military standard as well. So you're getting a very good quality case. So since I have it taken apart, I will go ahead and at least install it with it taken apart like this. So the install process is very simple. So when you're installing it, all you have to do is just push the shell on, and that's it. It's extremely simple. Like I said, you do not have to do it, but I did just because I already had it taken apart. And then there it is installed, and it looks really good in my opinion. No fingerprint issues since it is that harder back. No smudging issues really either that I've dealt with. I've had this case in my possession for about a month now. So I've been kind of taking it on and off and going between different cases over the last month, but it's held up very well. The orange and the black, like I said just a second ago, really sets this case apart in my opinion from other cases. And you do have some Poetic branding here at the bottom. And then you do have these two little rubbery texturized feet back here that help with grip. So when you're holding the phone, and then also it will help when you do have it placed on a surface, it's going to help with skidding around a little bit as well. And then there's just a little bit better look of the color combination. And then looking at the actual camera bump, it is the same material, so it does stick out nicely. So you are going to get some good lens protection with this case on. Flipping over to the side here, you can see that we do have some texture once again on the sides, and then also down here as well. So where this part is, this is where those rubbery feet are. That's going to help with like kind of where your hand placement is. And then the power button is raised as well. Moving down to the bottom, you can see where we kind of have the two parts where it's the TPU and the polycarbonate meeting. We do have some nice cutouts for the lightning port and our speakers. And then moving to the side where the volume up and down buttons are, you can see that we do have that same look once again. So grip material here, our volume up and down buttons here, a nice cutout for the alert slider, and then once again the feet where the back is right here where it meets. And then moving to the top, you can see that's kind of how the camera bump sticks out. Not very large, but going to be large enough to make it wobble, I'm sure. Now looking at the front of the phone, when you look at it from this side, you can see that we are going to get 360. Now looking at the front of the phone, you can see that we are going to get 360 protection with the lips. It does cover the whole entire screen. And then looking at it from the front, you are able to see that it is a little bit thicker, but it's not super thick, right? It's not like a Defender from OtterBox or anything like that. So it does still feel nice in the hands. And then looking at the top here, it is tempered glass friendly. And I do like that little cutout there where the speaker is. So now let's go ahead and do the wobble test and see how shaky it is. So face down, there is no shake at all. But flipping it over, the back, a little bit different story, but it's not as bad as you would think, because with those 2 feet on the back that I was talking about, it does help a little bit, but it still is going to shake. So now let's go ahead and do the clicky button test and see how responsive they are. So let's start with that power button first. Volume up and down. Okay, so the buttons are very tactile and responsive. The power button isn't as much as the volume up and down buttons, but that's not a knock on the power button. The power button does feel very responsive as well. And then let's go ahead and see how easy it is to get to that alert slider. So it is pretty deep in there. I can still get access to it pretty easily with my fingers. I'm barely using my fingernails, so it's not extremely hard, but for someone that doesn't really have fingernails or maybe fatter fingers, they might have a little bit more of a difficult time. So now let's go ahead and grab the MagSafe charger, slap it on, and as you can see, it is MagSafe charging compatible. The downside is that there is no magnets. So it's a slippery mess with a MagSafe charger on the back. So it will not stay on. It does find it, obviously, because it did pass the test, but it is very slippery. So the best way to use a MagSafe charger with this case is to just place it on the surface, or maybe use a Qi wireless charging pad of some sort. That way you can just put it on there, boom, then it starts to charge, and you're good to go. I will have to say it's not very good with car accessories and things like that unless you put a third-party accessory on the back, like a MagSafe ring that you can buy from pretty much anyone on Amazon now, and then boom, there you go. So overall, guys, this case, I have to say, is pretty nice. For 16 bucks, it's definitely up there as far as value, in my opinion. It does have a unique look. I really, really like the black and orange look on this. I also like that it is from Poetic, so you're getting a good quality case. I've never had any issues with the Poetic cases that I've tested over the years. They've been good to me, so I don't see why the 14 Pro versions of their cases wouldn't continue that on. So all in all, guys, yeah, I would highly recommend this case if you're looking for a dual layer case, if you're looking for something with a harder back that's easier to get in and out of your pocket, or not a fingerprint magnet kind of case either. So hit that like button if you like this video. If you loved it, please subscribe, ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.